Today we're going to take a look at the Type 11, the brand new mining ship that just came out. And we're also going to take a look at the community goal that is happening to commemorate this new ship. Well, really it's a community goal that is very much focused on mining, and the rewards for that community goal are rewards that really will only affect miners. So let's get right into it. You can see that I'm sitting in the ship. I bought it and configured it during a live stream, so I've had a little bit of a chance to play around with it, and I've come to some conclusions. Some of these may be controversial, you never know, but nonetheless, these are my opinions. If you have other opinions, that's great. Mine are correct. No, I'm just kidding. They're certainly preferences as much as anything. So let's take a look at the ship in its current configuration, the way that I've got it set up. This is after spending about, I think it was about a 2-hour stream. So if we go to outfitting, and I bought the middle tier incidentally, which was 33,000 arcs. The middle tier comes with all A-rated modules, but nothing engineered. The top tier is exactly the same thing, but comes with more kits and paints and holographic. Pretty damn ugly if you ask me. But the base version would come with all E-rated modules. You actually have to fly around to buy the A-rated modules before engineering them. So what have I got in hardpoints? Well, the most important part of this ship. This is the absolute S-tier mining repeater, a mining gun, mining laser, whatever you want to call it. It's unique to this ship. It makes every other mining implement be horrible. So that one, obviously, we're not going to touch. We're going to leave it alone. I don't believe it can currently be engineered. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, there's engineering available for it. And if there is, I'll probably put some comments and pin them to the top of the video. Or maybe I'll come out with a video talking about what an engineered version of the mining volley repeater does and whether or not it's worth doing. Ship also comes with a subsurface displacement missile, comes with a seismic charge launcher, and then a multi-cannon, an abrasion blaster, pulse laser, pulse laser, pulse laser. We're going to get rid of the abrasion blaster right away because, well, you don't need one, because one of the features that we were told exists for this mining volley repeater is that it will do abrasion blasting. Now it says empty small mining hard spots, so there's nothing else you can put in here. But let's take a look at what our choices are. Abrasion blaster, size 1, subsurface displacement missile, subsurface displacement missile. I guess that's it. That's our only choices. Oh, I could put in a mining laser too. Now, there's no reason to put in a mining laser in here. There is arguably a little bit of reason to put a subsurface displacement missile in here. And that is because there's a limited number of missiles that come with each one. I don't remember off the top of my head how many there are, but you can run out. Now, it has a size 2 already. Adding a size 1 would add another 50% more capacity of the subsurface displacement missiles. None of the rest of this stuff really makes sense because you really don't want to mine with anything else. Simply because you're going to then be giving up some percentage of the rock being hit with this mining volley repeater. What makes this repeater unique, other than the fact that it's bigger and it shoots more lasers? Well, there's two things. One is it does mine an asteroid way faster than any other laser that you can buy. To the tune of where just a single mining volley repeater has roughly the same speed of chewing through a rock down to depleted as 3 of the size 2 normal mining lasers. This is a size 3. So it's equivalent to roughly 3 size 2s. Additionally, something that you cannot get any other way is this size 3 mining valley repeater also creates large chunks. And what are large chunks? Well, it's the same thing you would get if you used an abrasion blaster. Essentially, it is a chunk of asteroid that is 100% material and is equal to 1 ton, which means when your limpets bring it in, it goes automatically through the refinery and comes out as 1 ton of material, whatever the material is that you're mining for. So I was mining platinum the other day, as is the CG. Platinum is going to be a very good thing to mine. And in that, I was getting an average of 20 platinum tons, 20 tons of platinum per asteroid. And some of them had a little more, some had a little bit less, but the average asteroid was probably about 45% platinum. And the average number of tons of platinum that was recovered from that after going through the refinery was roughly 20 tons. So that means 12 of these average size rocks, asteroids, will fill up the default capacity of this ship, which is 256. That is extremely fast compared to using regular lasers. So while I said that the speed of this size 3 mining valley repeater is fast, and it is in fact 3 times faster than just a single normal size 2 mining laser, it's also roughly the same as 10 of the size 1 pre-engineered mining lasers. Not the Lances, the pre-engineered mining lasers, which I think are way better than the Lances because they don't produce heat, they consume less power, and you could stick 10 of them onto a Panther, which is how I've been mining up to this point. So while both the Panther using 10 size 1s and this ship using 1 size 3 can deplete an asteroid in roughly the same amount of time, the net result of that asteroid will be significantly better on this ship because the mining valley repeater is producing those 1 ton chunks and the regular lasers do not. So if I take the same average 45% asteroid and I use the 10 size 1 lasers, the pre-engineered ones on the Panther, I will end up with around 5, maybe 6 tons guaranteed. Now, if I get a really lucky and I get a rock that is 65% platinum, then I can get 10 tons of material from that. But certainly not every rock is going to be that high. The average rock, I'm thinking, is around 45%. And incidentally, for that high percentage, 65% platinum rock, this ship will probably produce closer to 30 tons of platinum out of that. So it's an extremely efficient ship, and it is class-leading speed per asteroid depletion, and absolutely blows everything away in terms of speed to fill up, let's say, 100 tons. Like from 0 tons in your cargo to 100 tons in your cargo, no other ship will give you the same speed as this ship. Now, we're going to leave this empty for now because there's, if you don't need something, then just don't put anything else in. You're going to save weight. But if I really wanted to, the most likely thing I would add here would be a subsurface displacement missile, just to increase the capacity of the number of total missiles by a little bit, by about 50%. Utility mounts. So I got rid of the shields in the ship, and there was a shield booster here. Don't need a shield booster if you don't have shields. So I just have a heat sink, point defense on the bottom, and pulse wave analyzer. Again, pulse wave analyzer only if we're mining non-surface, but the real beauty of this ship is doing surface mining. So probably not going to get used. Could actually be turned off if it's not being used. I kept the lightweight alloy in here. I did get it up to 4. Mainly because I was starting to run out of materials. I'll bump that up to 5 once I do my next material run. Power plant. Power plant. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't engineer it because I was trying to see, do I need to? And right now, the ship as configured is 22,000 watt, or 22 million watt, 22 megawatt. And the power production is 25. So even with zero engineering, the power plant is sufficient for this ship. Thrusters, got those up to level 5. For duty drive tuning, I have not given it the experimental effect, so that would make the ship slightly faster. As is, without the experimental effect, I'm getting 520 meters per second. With the experimental, should be more like 535, which is what Meccan said he was getting on his fully engineered one. SEO, again, I've got this thing engineered. This is the one that came with it. No experimental effect. You can see my jump range is 35. If I add the experimental, this should jump to about 37. If I buy the pre-engineered SEO with double engineering, this will be 40. Somebody did that I spoke with, and they tapped out at 40 light year jump range. Life support, left it alone, just did one level of lightweight, but really it's already down to a ton, so don't need to do any more than that. Power distributor, I tested it before engineering, and it worked fine with 3 pips, 2 lasers. It had plenty of power to go and deplete an asteroid without ever overheating or running out of power. But since then, I've actually done a 5 levels of charge enhanced. So now we should be able to go 2 pips and never run out of power on it either. Sensors, default sensors, not engineered, left them alone. They're only 2 tons. There's not much to do to them. And then, of course, default fuel tank. Optional internals comes with all standard cargo racks. I replaced 4 of the cargo racks with the pre-engineered cargo racks from the community goal. So I'm really kind of torn on this because I really like having those cargo racks in the Type 8. But at the same time, this ship, it feels like it doesn't really have enough cargo at 256. Now, with the 4 pre-engineered, we get a cargo of 322. So this is a lot closer to what the Type 8's normal cargo would be without these racks. So you could even potentially haul on this, although this doesn't have the same jump range as Type 8. But for the time being, at least, I'm going to leave the pre-engineered racks in here. This is the unique multi-limpet controller. Right now, we cannot engineer these things. Hopefully, someday we'll be able to engineer them for lightweight because they are very heavy. And if it wasn't for this weight, the ship would have an even better jump range. And this is the absolute piece of shit. I can't believe they did this and then kept it in here, which is a fighter hangar in a mining ship. There's zero reason for this. There is no, I guarantee you there'd be less than 0.1% of people who use the fighter hangar while they're mining more than once. People may use it once just to say, oh, well, I've got it, might as well let them out. And then they'll forget about the fighter when they take off with a full load of cargo. And they'll go, oh, well, shit. Yeah, there's no point in even having it on here. So my advice, get rid of it. Don't have the fighter hangar in there because it is 20 tons. And if you delete it, if you remove it, even though you can't put anything else in there, this is a stupid thing about this slot. It's only here for the fighter hangar. It's all you can put in there. In fact, I was going to leave it in there and just do some testing, but I'm going to prove a point and actually delete it. So remove module, you get 0 for selling something like that. All it can be is a hangar. That's it. I can buy another fighter hangar to put in there, but that's the only thing that goes in there. And the size 5 one, by the way, that has, let's see, yeah, it's just a single, it's the smallest size fighter hangar. How awesome would it have been if they just gave us another size 5 slot that we could, for example, put another limpet controller into, or put a size 5 prospector instead of a size 3 prospector? So this was the fighter hangar. Got rid of it to save weight. You can see we gained about 1.5 light years from that. Refinery, it comes with a size 3. I got rid of the shield, which was a size 4. Yeah, here we go. This could have been a size 5 shield if they didn't limit this slot. That is so stupid. It is the absolute stupidest thing they could have done. But anyway, took out the shield, got rid of the size 3 refinery, put in a size 4 refinery. Why did I do that? Not because I really needed a size 4, but because I'm going to use a size 3 for a larger prospector. It comes with a size 1 prospector right here. So I got rid of the size 1, put in a Super Cruise Assist, got rid of the size 3 refinery, put in a size 3 limpet controller, got rid of the shield, and put in a size 4 refinery. And then what was here? What was the size 2 thing? I don't remember. we had something here that was completely unnecessary, clearly, that it came with. So I got rid of that. I did keep the detailed surface scanner. I'm trying to remember. What did I get rid of that was a size 2? Because size 1 was absolutely the limpet controller. Size 3 was the refinery. So what was size 2? Yeah, I don't remember, guys. Whatever it comes with size, I guess we can look it up. But you don't need it. The docking computer is going to be a better use of that space. And then no vehicles vague because we got rid of it. So that is it in a nutshell. These are my changes to it, starting with the middle tier for 3,300,000 arcs. Now, if you're configuring it from scratch, you bought the cheap version. Same thing, except go to someplace like a power play carrier, or for your faction, or I guess you could go to Jameson and then configure it up like this as well. You're not going to be able to buy the pre-engineered cargo racks. You have to have done the community event to get them. That's the other downside that's unfortunate. I really hope they eventually start selling these as buyable pre-engineered, but I don't know if they will. And with that, guys, well, and you saw what I did with engineering. I don't think I need to show you the engineering stuff. It's pretty self-explanatory. What do we have for libraries? If you haven't bought this thing, I can show you real quick what's available. They're not super pretty, I'll tell you that. Even the yellow one that I picked, which I think is the most authentic looking to what like a cat industrial vessel should look like, it's not super pretty. This is what it comes with. Sort of an oranges red. Not very good. I got this yellow. White doesn't look bad in my opinion. That's a potential. There is a solid orange, but it's too orange. It's not yellow enough. I think the yellow looks better than the orange. There's a red. This is the crazy demolition cyan red. This is the one that comes for 60,000 arcs. You can buy this version, or you could just buy it here for 16,000 arcs as well. And this is a kit of different colored stripes. So, or sorry, no, this one's a kit. One of these is a kit. That one's a kit. There we go. So with that kit, you get all the ones that have the little arrow stripes on them. These all come as part of that kit. Prospector Demolition Grays. This one is my other choice for the yellow. This has a little less yellow, a little more gray. This has a little more yellow, a little less gray. So I opted for the top one. This looks weird. This is yet another choice of gray and yellow. So they have 3 paints that are basically gray and yellow, which is good, but I would have preferred a solid yellow. That would have been nice instead of a solid orange. Blue, pink. They're going to start doing pink now on every ship because a lot of us, myself included, bought the pink paint for the Panther because mine's called the Pink Panther. Pretty obvious. But I'm not buying pink paint for any other ships. Pink Panther is the only one that gets it. Black looks awesome as always. I'll buy this eventually, but I'll leave it yellow for now. Kits, there's the sort of crash bars that you can buy for it. And then the other kit is, they also added a hologram slot. The other kit, I don't know, it's kind of ugly. I prefer this one. I prefer the Crash Bars kit. And incidentally, the middle version comes with the Crash Bars kit. You get some decals like this Owner's Club when you buy it, which people that just buy it in game won't have. And that is about it. I still have yet to configure the in-ship. I'll do that later off stream or off video. So let's go ahead and, well, first thing, let's go for a flight nearby here. So where the ship currently is right here in Lenka. Where's Lenka, you ask? Lenka's right here next to, oops, sorry. Lenka is one jump from Omicron B, Omicron Capricornia B. Omicron Capricornia B is sort of our group's unofficial home. This is a premium mining spot. It is awesome to mine there. It's also usually filled. It's super rare that I can get a carrier to be able to jump in there. So I usually just park in Lenka and just be one jump away. So let's go ahead and jump there. And while I'm doing that, let me pull up the page for the community goal. Now, if you're watching this later than the week the ship is released, then keep in mind the community goal is over. The community goal is time to go along with the first 2 weeks of the release of the ship. By the way, I love the acceleration sound on this thing. It is such a deep rumble. It is great. That sounds pretty good, but even without hitting the turbo button, you can see it where we topped out at 516. I think I've hit 520, so I think that's the actual top speed here. And then it will be slightly higher when you fully engineer. But even just going from 0 to full, you just such a low growling rumble sound. It's absolutely great. Love it. All right. So let me go ahead and fly to our destination. And what I'll do is I will show you a little bit about how fast it mines while we're here for two reasons. One is I know the mining locations here. I know where to go to get really good mining. And so I can show you with those 45 all the way up to 65% rocks, how quickly they disappear here. But also, the ship is here right now. So rather than jumping 5 jumps to get to the CG, I can mine right here for now. And then what I'll do is I'll actually do a cut, fly over to where the CG is, and then finish up the video by doing some mining at the CG itself. So here where we are is planet BB1. That target, there we go. So we'll go ahead and start accelerating. And this is, again, showing off one of the nice features of the ship is the native SCO drive, which means that 11,000 light seconds, it's going to go by pretty quick. It's going to not take a whole lot of fuel. You can see the sip rate on the fuel on the ship is not bad at all. I mean, you always drink a lot of fuel, and I think I overshot it. Nope, I didn't. Great. Perfect. And we're there. We're under 2,000, so it's just a matter of flying in under normal power for the remainder of it here. It just makes these SCO jumps of thousands of light seconds feel like nothing, because the ship is not jumping all over the place. And this is true of all the new ships that have been released in the last 2 years, as of the date of this video at least. But it's not true for any of the ships that were released prior to SCO drives being a thing. So we're going to go to the dual platinum hotspot here. Man, I can't see anything. Sun is so bright. Okay, we're 8 seconds, 7 seconds. It's a very close planet to the sun. And meanwhile, we're going to start looking for platinum hotspots. That's probably the wrong one, but let's take a look. Yeah, I want this one. Okay, so that one actually is the right one. So we fly towards the smaller of the two, like this. And then once we drop out at the small one, we aim towards the large one, and then we have basically an infinite path of overlapping hotspots to fly through. Now, some people will say, well, if you're doing surface, it shouldn't matter. Well, yeah, it doesn't. But at the same time, I will say the concentration here, at least anecdotally, feels like it's higher of the high percentage rate. Maybe it's just random luck that I've had. Maybe it doesn't matter that we're right in the hotspot. But I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing to get good quality rocks. That's all. No reason to not fly directly to the hotspot, frankly. All right, so we're going to pull up a little bit, aim towards the other hotspot, and then go down. There we go. All right, and now we just dive into the belt itself. And here we're going to demonstrate both the positive and the negative thing with this ship. Now, you can see that I forgot to bring limpets, which is par for my videos. People that watch me know this. I always forget to bring limpets. I also brought osmium for some reason, so that's kind of dumb. So let's make some limpets. Let's scroll down. That's not where we make limpets. Right here. Sorry. It's right here. There we go. Scroll down to limpets. And yes, this is a waste, but you know, it's iron and nickel. I don't care. So we're going to make, let's say, we use 14, right? So let's make 20 limpets. It makes 3 at a time, so we're going to make 21 limpets, which means we're going to do this 7 times. And I know there are people watching this right now that are in absolute horror that instead of just flying back and buying limpets, I'm actually wasting resources making them. And it's fine. It's all good. We're going to replace all these materials while we're here at the belt. I mean, these are the 2 most basic materials that we have. And they're going to be replaced immediately, starting with the first rock we do. We're going to get iron. We're going to get nickel probably on the 2nd or 3rd rock. We're going to get all this stuff very quickly. I'm not worried about it. What was this? 4, 5. 6. And 7. We'll switch modes. There we go. So 14 collectors. So let's go ahead and, oh yeah, we got a map because I've updated some things. Our fire group. So we're going to add a prospector on 1. We should have, oops, right here. Get rid of that. And then 2 is the repeater along with the collector limpets. And remember, kids, don't use your multi-limpet controller for both prospecting and collecting. Only use it for one at a time. You can use it for prospecting, but then don't use any collectors. And the reason for that is that if you start using collectors on this multi-limpet controller and you're using it for prospecting, the prospectors will not shoot out until there's at least one dead collector, which is not what you want. Conversely, the collectors won't shoot out of the ship. They won't be put out in space if you've shot the entirety of all 14 prospectors that you can launch. So in either situation, you're going to be screwed if you have a mix of collectors and prospectors. This is why the ship comes with a size 1 prospector limpet controller, even though I've upgraded it to size 3 just to have 2 limpet prospectors flying out there. And I'm only using the multi-limpet for the actual collector. Okay, so we're stationary. We're going to shoot a limpet drone. You can see it goes out. Okay, so that'll take care of that rock. Let's try this rock. We're going to be flying there. I'm going to shoot one, and I've just killed it. So this is one of the major complaints I have about this ship. Let's open up the cargo scoop, right? What's the maximum speed with cargo scoop? It's 100 and... So with the scoop open, it's over 200, right? What happens if I shoot a prospector to this speed? It launches, and then I immediately kill it with the ship. Well, I slowed down there. Let's try that at speed. So let's say we're going 100, and I launch another one. I killed it. So there you go. You have to be going under 100 to not kill. This is an osmium rock. Osmium's good, but I want to show you platinum. Normally I would mine that. And then what was the other rock that we had here? This was, that's a wake. Don't need that. All right, let's try this one right here. Shoot the prospector at that, and then we can shoot a prospector at this one. And we're stationary, so they're not going to get destroyed. But I'm just telling you, from experience, if you're moving over 100 meters in this ship, you will destroy them. Now, why does that matter? Oh, shit, I missed that one. Okay. Why does it matter? Because in other ships, like, for example, the Panther, all right, let's see what we got here. So that one is osmium. I'm going to mine that. And there's a platinum. Okay, let's test this one too while we're here. So in a Panther, for example, or in a Python, I can be flying at over 100. And yeah, nothing here. Okay. I can be flying at over 100. And I can still shoot out limpets just fine. I can shoot out prospectors without worrying that they're going to get nuked by hitting the ship itself. So it's really the shape of this ship that is the problem. So let's go ahead and mine this one. This was a high platinum, I believe, or an average platinum. Yeah, 40%, so it's actually kind of on the low side of platinum. So we'll go ahead, and cargo is open. So here we go. We'll start the clock and go. You can see these large chunks coming out of there with some regularity. These large chunks are 1 ton apiece, and you wouldn't have any of them using a size 2 or size 1 laser. You just wouldn't get it. Almost done, and done. That was 20 seconds. Maybe 21. Let's say 21, but we'll round it down for easy math. 20 seconds. All the limpets I got, 14 of them running right now, they can't keep up with putting everything in at this speed. So you're still mining faster than 14 limpets at short distance can grab everything. So unfortunately, you're going to be doing this a while. You're mining fast, but you're collecting slow. Now, can you put in another limpet controller in the ship? Well, you can, but you're going to have to sacrifice cargo space because you have that useless drone bay or fighter bay whatever you want to call it. If we could have gotten rid of that and put in a limpet controller, another collector, this would be awesome. But not the case. All right, let's check this one. So I'm stopping, shooting the limpet. And then I can shoot a second limpet over there while this one's going. Come on. Okay, let's get the first one targeted. So platinum 15, that's too low. And we'll shoot one over there. So I'm going under 100, so I should be okay for the launch. Yeah, that's fine. This one is junk material. And let's test this one. We gotta go under 100 to launch. All right, this one is close to hitting it. Let's see where it tells us. So platinum 55, that's good. So we'll measure how long a 55 takes. And this one is junk. Okay, so we'll go back here. Where's my platinum? Come on. That's not that. That's not that. There it is. Okay, so platinum. I'm gonna reset the timer. Timer is in my stream deck, so you guys can't see it, but trust me, I'm hitting the button and go. Almost, and we're depleted. That was 20 seconds again. So even though it's a higher percentage, it's 20 seconds. Look how many 1-ton chunks we have here. Let's look at what my inventory is right now. So I'm at 27 platinum. This is from 2 rocks. One of them 40 and the other one was 50 something. And then we're not done yet. Still collecting. Let me just move a little bit further away from the asteroids so these guys can do a good job collecting. Let them finish. Now, one thing I'm not sure about is the lifetime of these collectors. Typically, multi-limpet controllers have the behavior of the next level down limpets, meaning a size 7 controller is going to have the same specs as a size 5 dedicated limpet controller. And this is a size 5 multi-limpet controller, so it should have the same specs as a dedicated size 3 limpet controller. However, what we don't know is this is a dedicated multi-limpet controller for mining. So whether it still obeys the same rules or not, don't know. Anyway, we're done collecting. A total take off 2 asteroids, 51 platinum. So it's an average of 25. I think the first one was 22. This one was like 27. So you can see how quickly you're going to be completely full. We have 5 limpets left and 322 total cargo here. All right, 15%, not going to do anything there. Let's shoot one at this guy. And you notice we're on 222 for pips, which means I haven't done anything at all from the default for pips. I'm going to shoot one of the asteroid back there as well. And again, just from an overabundance of caution, I'm stopping. You shouldn't have to stop, but you will have to be under 100. That one's only 25. Let's hope this one's better. And we've got a osmium, which again, normally if I was mining, I would absolutely take, because osmium is worth quite a bit more than platinum if you put it on sale at your carrier, because there are missions that use osmium, and players are always wanting to buy it rather than mine it. And then we'll shoot this guy, and we're almost out of limpets. right, so you can see I'm going way faster than the Limpet is, which is good, but also bad, because that's how you end up killing your Limpets. And this one is just absolute junk. Okay, here's my last Limpet. Or one before last, I guess. I can make some more too. Let's see what this one does. And we've still got a bunch of collectors hovering below us. This one is platinum 36. Not very good. Let's see what 36% platinum gets us. So we're starting at 51. 51. We could also... Nope, that's Galley. Oh, there's some platinum. Okay, let's test the gun's ability to knock off something. This is one of the benefits of this particular mining lasers. It's dual purpose, so let's try that. Let's try... How's that? How well does that work? Okay, it did knock it off. There you go. All right, and then we'll turn it on and just do some regular mining here as well. We had 51 in the tank. Let's see what we end up with this 36% platinum. Okay, and it's depleted. So even if it's not selected, it will tell you when it's depleted. Well, I'm going to move a little bit away just to watch these guys put all these big rocks in. That's so funny watching the little Limpets moving these larger size chunks. The 1-ton size chunks. Okay, so we started with 51. We ended with 78. Wow, that's actually from a 36%, we got 27 chunks. Very impressive. Now, we are genuinely out of Limpets, and I don't need to fill this ship completely. But you can see we've done 3 asteroids. We have filled 78 tons of platinum in here. Roughly 1/4. Yeah, roughly 1/4 of our total capacity. So it's going to go very fast. And as I fly back to the carrier for that jump out to the CG, where I will restart the video with you guys, keep in mind that because this ship mines so fast, the added benefit is actually to people who use carriers for exploration in deep space. This is a smaller group of people. Most people that have carriers never leave the bubble, but there are some people, including one of the characters that I have, one of my accounts, who has a carrier that is somewhere between Colonia and Sagittarius. It's towards the middle of the galaxy, and I absolutely bought this ship for that account, because if I run out of fuel, which I hope I won't because I brought plenty, but if I run out of fuel, I will have to mine for it. Mining for tritium just became so much easier using this ship. You will be able to get 256 units of tritium, which is, it should be enough for about 4 jumps of 500 light years, so it's about 2,000 light years. You'll be able to get that in a matter of probably half an hour, maybe 40 minutes. But it used to take literally hours to get enough tritium mining out in the black. So that's another cool feature of using this ship as a carrier mining supply ship. And when I'm back, I'll tell you the third. Greetings, Commanders, and as I mentioned in the first part of this video, we have just now arrived, amazingly, right in the system where the community goal is. I say amazingly because generally I don't expect to be able to bring a carrier into the community goal system because everybody else has already done that up to this point. But maybe I grabbed the last spot that was available. We'll find out. We are going to be flying to Malmsberg Vision, which is only 1 light second away from my carrier. I mean, it's amazing how close of a spot I managed to get here. Okay, 2 light seconds. It's still very, very close. And this is the planet that we're parked next to. A very Earth-like world, indeed. Very cool. And let's go ahead and warp. So I'm going to be signing up for this community goal. And then starting to do some mining here. I'm not sure off the top of my head where the good mining belts are in this system. I'll have to look that up. And then we'll pass that information on to you guys as well. Did I mention how much I like the sound of the engines of this ship? I think it's some of their best work. I really like the sound of this. Let's see, what does the ship look like from the outside? Very nice. Oh, interesting. So those are on the sides. Usually those banners are on top. Here they're actually on the sides. That is wild. Okay, we're coming in. There it goes. I'm just flying the camera. I'm not flying the ship. The ship's on autopilot. I'm just controlling the camera movements right now. Get a nice third person landing. You can see how compact it gets once it's actually landing. It's quite a bit smaller than you could fit on a medium pad, actually. I'm surprised. There's room for a much larger ship. Indeed. And there I am sitting there. Well, a younger version of me. I don't look that young anymore. Alright, let's get back to it. So, registering for the community goal. Starport services. Mission board, community goals. And register. Sign up. Alright, where are we at right now? Where is the community goal? It's not quite a level 1. So the way this works is, it seems like for every tier, there will be one more point added to the bonus that can be selected as a fleet bonus by, or I guess not a fleet, as a, what are we calling these? Squadron bonus. That's right. For a squadron bonus. So right now I think it's 10% bonus. If we get tier 1, it'll be 11, tier 2 it'll be 12, tier 3 it'll be 13, and so on, all the way up to what they said is a maximum of 20% increase in, or not an increase, a total of 20%. So basically a 10% increase potentially in the bonuses that you can do for squadrons for mining. Now 10% bonus is already decent. 15% would be incredible, and 20% would be holy shit. I don't think we're going to reach 20%. That's a very lofty goal. but we may reach 15%. We'll see. So now that we're signed up, let's do, oh, what do we always do? And then I forget to do? Buy limpets. Now, we're not going to need a whole lot of limpets. Based on past experience, instead of filling the whole ship up with limpets, I probably like 60 would be enough. But just in case, I'll do half the ship. So I'll do about 110. Right there. Well, half the cargo will be limpets. Now, also, I need to sell what I've already mined. So this will be a good test as well. So I mined this before signing up for the goal, right? Let's go to commodities. Sell. Go down to platinum and osmium. So platinum, it gives you the best price. So let's sell platinum. 25 million. So the price is going to be a good price no matter what. Even if you mine this elsewhere, I think even if you have platinum sitting on your carrier, you would still get the good price. It just wouldn't count towards the community goal. Let's see if this counts. So I'll go ahead and sell it. This was mined before signing up earlier today. And then we go to, oops. We go down to mission board again, community goal. Go in here. Yep, it counts. So there you go. There is concrete proof then. It says we've sold 78 units. All those units were mined prior to signing up, which means if you've mined already, you should be able to bring your mined material and sell it here after signing up, and it'll count towards your contribution. So by being in the top 100% automatically, we will get the Prospector Umbra Cyan paint. We're going to get the, what was it, a sticker that says Lakon Spaceways. I guess decal is what they're calling it, basically a sticker. And then some miscellaneous credits that we're not sure how much it is. Good to know. I suspect that if something has been on the carrier, it is no longer counted as mined. That was something they implemented in the past to prevent people from simply buying or stealing commodities and then fulfilling a mining requirement. So as soon as something touches a carrier, it is no longer considered a mined material. It is considered a purchased material. So I don't think your carrier full of platinum would count towards the goal. However, it will still get the same price. So if you bring a whole carrier of platinum here and you go to the commodity market, you should still be able to see exactly the same price being paid as I did, which is 333 units per ton. This is a good price, but it's also not a super unusual price. You can see the galactic average is actually 277, and in theory at least, there are some places that may actually even be paying more than this. I wish I would have checked in earlier in the video what the price of platinum was down in Omicron Capricornium B, where we usually mine. Usually it's a very good price there as well. I'd be surprised if it was under 300 million. And perhaps it was this exact price or even higher. But normally I would keep the osmium. I would keep it on my... I'll keep it. Screw it. I don't need to sell it. I was going to say, but I'll sell this one. No, I'm going to keep the osmium. I can sell it for a lot more than 250. Osmium generally goes for 1 million per unit. So we're signed up now. Let's figure out what the best place to mine. Two ways to do that. One, we're going to try just asking in local chat, because why not? So we're going to go here to system chat. Hey y'all. Oops, come on. Hey y'all. What is the best location to mine platinum here? And let's see if anybody replies. The other way is to actually look it up in the one of the mining related websites to see what the best near location is for platinum. And technically, it doesn't even have to be in the system because we're not trying to get merits. You would have to be mining in the same system in order to get merits, or you would be mining, I think, undermining in a different system in order to get merits that from something you bring in. But either way, let's see what we got here. So we're not looking, we're just purely looking for platinum. Our system name is it's Andreer. And is it Andrea or Andir? Okay, no R. Andir. All right. Power is any. Don't care. Not trying to do it for power. Let's see what it gives us by distance to here. Say within 25, within 30, well, one jump would be within 33 light years. Let's see what we can find. Okay, it's not finding anything. Did anybody give me a reply up here? No. Let's see, what does this system look like? Does it even have rings? No. Well, that's shitty. Okay, so we have to be mining somewhere else? Well, that's annoying. They don't even have a good opportunity to mine here. Alright, here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to do some more research. We're going to figure out where we're going to go that's close to here for mining. And then I will resume this video. Okay, guys, I did a little searching. I did not get a reply in local, but here's what I have found is that the closest system that has pristine platinum reserves, according to the Elite Dangerous Merit Miner, which is a website that I use for mining quite a bit, usually for power play, but right now just using it to find a decent platinum mining. It is 68 light years, which is 2 jumps in this ship. Not ideal, but it's something. I don't care what price they're paying locally. I only care that there is decent platinum there. And certainly Capricornia Omicron is decent, in my opinion, the best platinum mining out there. But that is like 6 or 7 jumps out. So we're going to try this system. I want to show you all the settings that I use on the website. So you can punch in the same settings and find what is closest for you. And this goes for not just platinum. I've selected platinum, but it could be literally anything. So I'm going to pause again, and then we'll meet you when I jump into that system. Alrighty, and we just landed. Well, we didn't land. We came into the A ring where the platinum's supposed to be good. We'll see if it actually is. Let's get our prospectors again. One of the downsides of this ship. Prospectors get killed if you're going too fast, and too fast is anything over 100. And you can definitely go over 100 even with the cargo scoop open. So let's launch a couple of prospectors. And let's launch one right here. Okay, that one's almost there. I think we killed this prospector. We're going to be totally stationary. That one has no platinum. How about that one? You can see how much faster the prospector we're going here. We can even beat it going sideways. Okay. So, holy cow, 53 osmium. We're definitely doing that. Osmium is a great material. How about this one? Platinum 10%? Meh. Not very good. Okay, we're going to mine this osmium. So, right now we have a total of 12 osmium. So, keep that in mind. We're going to get up nice and close. Unfortunately, that's the other thing, is you have to be within 500 meters. And we'll go ahead and mine. And that was 24 seconds to be completely empty. We were at 16. Let's see what we end up at.
Collector limpet expired.
Why am I down to 2 collectors? Be a lot more than 2. Come on. How am I at 0? Are they all killing themselves? Really? Let's go over here. Okay. That's, I think, all of them. That should be 14 of them. Yeah, 50% osmium is pretty darn rare. In fact, I can't recall the last time I saw one that was that high. Usually osmium is much lower percentage. See if we can get a platinum over 50% here as well. Still collecting. So, might as well, while we're waiting for the limpets here, tell you about the other big silver lining on this ship, or a big, huge plus of this ship. Other than the fact that it can mine material quickly per ton, and at least not any worse than large ships in terms of depleting an asteroid. But because of that, you also have the benefit of filling up tritium if you take this ship on a long journey with you out in the black and you need fuel for your carrier. This ship will get your fuel much faster than other ships. But the final way to use this ship, in my opinion, is it really tries to get you to do fleet mining gameplay. Normally, fleet mining is not really any different than, and not really all that much more fun, normal mining, because the only difference is you have multiple ships that are all sort of doing their own little mining operation close to each other. Yeah, that's fun, but it doesn't really require teamwork, and it's very easy to just sort of wander away from the group and not even realize that you're doing your own thing. This ship, on the other hand, with its 14 limpet mining controller, can be set up to use that controller for nothing but prospectors. So, not actually collecting anything. Let's see what we got here. Junk. Let's try this one right here. Come on, launch. Yeah. And then we'll send one over there. Yeah. Okay. This one should be close to hitting something. Silver, not what we want. See if this one will have platinum. And we'll shoot this one while we're at it. Another osmium one, 37% osmium. Holy cow. I mean, we're definitely going to do that. Let me start working on this guy. I guess we'll get the osmium out of it here. Let me get something I haven't run for a while. Let me get ED Copilot running. They'll probably have to go through a bunch of updates. You guys remember that, right? Come on. There we go. And we're done. Okay. I should have checked how much osmium we had, but I think we had 16. Went up to at least 25 more out of there. And we'll collect a bunch here. Yeah, it's very interesting. Now, I don't mind doing osmium. It's not worth as much for the community goal, but it's worth a lot more outside the community goal because, again, osmium is used in certain missions, and so people prefer not to mine it, but just to buy it. And as a result, you can sell osmium for about $1 million a piece, and people will buy it for you. Gold, not really interesting. Let's try this guy right here. And then this guy. And locking that one. So osmium is not very good on that one. Platinum's not very good. Okay. This is supposed to be a pretty darn good spot for platinum. But so far we've had better luck with the osmium. Osmium 15, none of those are good. Did I get one in here? Nope, we killed it by moving. So let's track that one. And we'll launch one here. So that is junk. Okay. Platinum 11, that's not very good. What this one? Yeah, Copilot takes forever if you haven't used it for a while. It like downloads all kinds of stuff. And we'll shoot that one as well. Indite. Alright. And okay, palladium, that's not what we want either. Platinum 10%.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone.
Come on.
Prospector limpet
Okay.
engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
It has been a while, that's true.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Okay, well, we had that great osmium, now we're not seeing much of anything good.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector
This is where a ship with a size 5 prospector control would actually be very good. You can fire off a bunch from them, they have longer distance.
limpet drone.
Nothing in there.
Prospector limpet
Indite.
engaged. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Yeah, the speed with which it
Limpet drone.
catches up to and overtakes limpets is crazy.
Prospector limpet failed.
What do we got in that one?
Prospector limpet engaged.
Junk.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet
19
engaged.
platinum.
Programming limpet
Oh, we may have to downgrade the platinum ones that we do get,
Asteroid scan
which is
complete.
not good.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Junk.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed.
Come on.
Programming limpet drone.
Okay, that one I missed. It's gonna hit something else.
Prospector limpet failed.
This one is gonna hit.
Prospector limpet
Galites. Yeah.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet failed. Collector limpet expired. Asteroid scan complete. Collector limpet expired. Prospector limpet engaged.
7%.
Expired. Asteroid
Wow, this is not turning out to be a very good system.
Prospector limpet failed.
Next one over 20% I get, I'm mining. I don't care. Normally I wouldn't mine anything under 40.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet failed.
Osmium 9%.
Complete.
Come on, man.
Expired.
Let's see, which direction are we going? We're going this way.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
We get this one. Oh, it missed its target. Shoot. Alright, let's shoot this one again.
Programming limpet drone.
Indite.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
That one's junked.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
Try that one too. See, this is the slow part of mining that is I think why a lot of people who don't like mining say they don't like mining is it's the finding stuff. So nothing in that one.
Asteroid scan complete.
Looking for platinum or osmium. Platinum 25, screw it, we're gonna do it. I don't care.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete.
And our platinum is at 0 right now, right? Yeah.
Programming limpet drone. 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 Asteroid depleted. Programming limpet drone.
Okay, about 20 seconds to deplete. Get the limpets finished grabbing it. We'll see where we are with platinum off this 20% or 25% rock.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet
Platinum 36. All right, we're getting a little better with platinum. Oh, we're still collecting though.
asteroid
But I think I can start shooting that guy. Yep, I can. Get a little closer.
asteroid depleted.
Completed, yes. All right. And incidentally, the community goal for you as a player is essentially done after you drop off a single unit. So we're at 31 platinum and 68 osmium. So osmium was definitely a better deal than the platinum here. Let's try this one.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet failed.
And one over there.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Prospector limpet failed. Asteroid scan complete.
Bernadette. And Bernadette.
Programming limpet drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Programming limpet drone.
Now, for a system that is supposed to be the closest good system,
Limpet engaged.
I'm not finding it to be all that great. So it may actually pay
Asteroid
to
scan
mine a little
complete.
further away and then jump in materials. And I believe as long as the material hasn't been on a carrier, it will count as mine. So we'll test that on the weekend. But I believe that my setup where one person mines in this ship but doesn't collect anything, just keeps on mining and flying and mining and flying. And then somebody else in the Panther or a couple of Panthers flying behind with collectors and collecting it. The people that collected that,
Prospector limpet engaged.
even though they didn't mine,
Failed.
that material will be registered as or listed as mine the material aboard their ship.
Prospect limpet
Indite.
engaged.
Really? Did I not shoot?
Programming limpet drone.
So it should be possible to do
Prospect
artificial
failed.
oh,
Prospect limpet
samurai.
engaged.
Yeah, not fighting much here. So anyway, to basically do mining without any mining equipment
Programming limpet
other than collectors and still get credit for it as long as there's somebody else
prospect
actually mining and leaving all the deposits floating there that you can collect.
prospect limpet engaged.
Yeah, no cores in that one, obviously.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limpet drone. Prospect limpet failed. Prospect limpet
Then we're at
engaged.
8% platinum. Pretty bad.
Programming limpet drone.
So I'm on the verge of calling this one a bust
Prospect limpet
because I've now spent more time looking for platinum than actually mining platinum. And it wouldn't even be all that bad if it was just osmium that we were mining either.
prospect limpet engaged.
Palladium. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we know there's no cores. We're not really looking for cores. We're looking for
Limpet drone.
platinum and or osmium.
Prospect limpet failed.
Alright guys, last couple of probes.
Programming limpet drone.
We're striking out on each one here.
Complete.
But again, for just participating in the community goal, all you need is to do one. Those of us that are pretty heavy duty miners, I will be mining and dropping off loads towards the community. Oh, here's 25 osmium. Toward the community goal for the entirety that it's running.
Asteroid scan
So I'll probably start mining on stream tomorrow, and then all of that will be meant for dropping off for the community goal.
complete.
Okay. Oh, still going. I'm not done yet. Almost. There we go. Alright, let's finish picking this stuff up. Osmium's at 80. Come on, Limpets. Do your thing. Did I test this one already? Yeah, I did. That's got low osmium and nothing particularly good in it. How about that one?
Programming
Just that one.
prospect limpet failed.
This ship is quick enough that it may make sense instead of sending
Prospect limpet
the
engaged.
prospectors ahead of time. Osmium 8% is not even all that good. We'll do it because we're here. So it may not make sense to send prospectors too far ahead because the ship can actually fly faster than the prospector. So it may make sense just to fly up close to a rock and then send the prospector directly to it.
Asteroid completed.
Okay, that's obviously depleted. And let's say this is the last one no matter what.
Limpet drone.
I know my limpets are still collecting.
Prospect
So we'll
limpet
send the prospector here. And we'll send one. Okay,
prospect
this
limpet
is
engaged.
in the junk. Last one right here.
Asteroid scan complete. Prospect limpet failed.
Sulfur. What about nickel and stuff? Platinum 26. I guess that's as good as it gets here. Wait for the limpets to pick up the last batch from the previous one. And we'll get going here. Maybe they're not going to pick it up. Okay. Alright, that's alright. We'll go over here. No shields, no shields. I gotta remember not to bounce off asteroids. Because I don't have the shields. Don't have a repair drone either. Alright. Alright, we are officially done, guys. So, lesson learned here is yes, you can find something that shows like it should have decent mining. And to be fair, this isn't horrible. This isn't bad. It is a pristine set of rings. So it is about as good as can be expected. However, I'm kind of spoiled by Capricorn, Omicron Capricorn B, where most rocks are over 40 and some rocks are like 65 and they're all next to each other. So there is a little bit of, I guess, spoiled expectations there for me. But all said and done, you know, not too bad. So we'll have about 47 platinum probably and 88 osmium to turn in, minus the 16 that we started with. Still, it's pretty good osmium. And all of those are at 6x normal cost. So platinum will be 333 per unit. Osmium will be, I think, 250 per unit. So not bad. Not bad at all. I will wrap it up here, guys, and hopefully you learned something about it. But again, the real beauty of this ship, I believe, is going to be doing in group-based mining, where one person's mining, one person's just collecting. If you got a buddy, give it a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments.